Guys,
yo,
good morning, good morning.
Yes, we should start every show with that.
We like the whole night through. Good morning to you.
And you, and you.
See, the cool thing about it is if I sing that one, you can use it because it's past the 30 year.
It's a public domain, as
public
they say.
domain.
Yeah, we can also sing a happy birthday.
Actually, I don't think you can sing that one.
Yes, you can. It's public domain, dude.
I'm
Happy
not sure
birthday.
about happy
It is.
birthday.
It is.
No, actually, I don't think.
Is our control room verifying that public domain is for happy birthday? I believe it is.
See?
Okay.
We're free to sing.
Suck it, bro.
I mean, if you guys want to talk to
Suck
Siri
it, bro.
and double check.
I don't want to
No.
talk to that idiot.
Nobody wants to
okay?
talk to Siri right now.
No. That idiot is a freak.
I'm gonna keep on talking.
First of all, you ever notice how you ask Siri something and you're like, hey, Siri? And then there's this weird delay and you're like, is it my turn to speak? Is it your turn to speak? And then you go to speak and it says, right in the middle of you going, here's my question. And then it gets messed up. You have to start your question. Then she goes, it's awful.
Yeah.
So, in 1988, Warner Chappell Music purchased the copyright for Happy Birthday for $25 million, and it is copyrighted.
How is that possible?
So,
So how do people sing happy birthday to people?
just,
Dude, they sing it on news
Go ahead.
all the time.
go ahead.
Something's off there because I've
mean,
heard it.
I
I've
think-
watched it being sung on
I think
TV
you're
before.
allowed to. I think you're allowed to sing it, but there is a copyright on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Maybe to use it in like a form where, you'd have to pay for it or something.
Well, where there's ad contributions.
Andy,
Yeah.
can you go back to bed? I don't
Sure.
know why Actually, gladly.
Gladly.
I don't know what I'm here with you two guys.
Yeah, I know.
I just know I committed to this stupid podcast.
Yeah, I
And
committed
now I
to
have
be
show
here.
right here.
You guys are committed to be buffoons.
That's right.
I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Speaking of commitment, that's actually a pretty big deal. That's why I'm here, is because I'm committed.
What?
Otherwise I'd be. On
I
my
was
boat.
committed once.
I was.
Yeah. for a short period of
We
time.
don't talk about that,
Period
dude.
But they
Time.
couldn't hold me here in the state of California. What? It's like-
I broke out, baby, and now I'm back.
I'm
better
fine.
than ever. Nothing happened in there, and if it did, I would never talk about it.
What stays there?
What happens there stays
Yeah.
there. Didn't they? Remember? Wasn't that used to be the slogan for Las Vegas, right? What
Yeah.
happens here stays. In
I mean,
Vegas.
that's a slogan
No,
for a
it's
lot of
changed now.
debauchery, but
Yeah,
what
I know,
happens
but
in
it's-
Vegas stays in Vegas?
Yes, but
Yeah.
but
It's changed?
It's changed.
They've changed it.
They have a new like woke thing.
That's the stupidest,
Here, I
most
think it's
ridiculous
like, I think
thing
it's like
I've
the
ever
new,
heard.
the new expression isn't quite as catchy. I think it's Vegas. Come play with us.
Adult,
Something like
that's
that.
something like that.
Yeah,
Awful.
something like
Hold
that.
on a minute.
Doesn't have quite the ring.
Hold on
to
a
it.
minute.
you guys are. This is ridiculous. These are all.
Hold on a minute.
I don't
Hold
think
on a minute.
Vegas has
Hold
coined
on a
like
minute.
a
Hold on a minute.
official
Hey Siri.
phrase. I think
Yeah.
it's just like adult playground. Sure, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
No.
Great. These are all
What
things
Not
we
anymore.
know.
You're not allowed to
new
say that.
Official.
What? A playground for everyone.
Hold on.
That sounds like that could work. That would be good. Vegas, the playground for everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I'm reading.
That sounds like it
I
would
hope
fit.
you can read it quickly.
Oh boy.
What are you looking at?
Oh, this is where magic happens.
This
is
is
where
where
magic
magic
happens.
It sounds like Disneyland.
I know.
Yeah,
Happiest
it's
place
weird.
on earth.
boy, this is where magic happens. Yep. Horrible.
This is where magic happens.
I know. It's all watered down, dude. What happens in Vegas stays. What happens here stays here, baby. This is where magic happens.
I think what happened was is
Ooh,
that
with unicorn.
things started to not stay in Vegas.
Wow, you're just figuring that out? You know what happened, Joe, is that expression actually wasn't true because nothing stays in
Turns
Vegas.
out it was actually an expression, not a fact. And
Wait a minute.
yeah.
This stays here, right? Yeah. Sure it does. You guys all signed
Even
NDAs.
I'll forget
didn't
about
you?
it, right?
I mean, I go home, I forget about this, right?
This won't haunt me for the rest of my life,
Oh
right?
my God, dude, that is so funny.
You only remember when you go back to Vegas.
Hey, whoa. this was-
I gotta get out of here. I shouldn't be here. I really shouldn't be here.
I've been here before. Oh,
What
my
happened
God.
here?
It's all
It
coming
stayed
back to
here.
Yeah. Luke,
So dumb.
use the force.
Well, now
And it's like the visions that Wednesday gets in their television show whenever you go to
Wednesday
Vegas.
it's
That is so funny.
So what is it now? It's wishful place.
No, yes,
Wishful thinking.
A wishful
No.
Las Vegas wishful thinking.
I mean, Vegas, wish fulfillment. There you go. Huh?
Yeah.
We have a fulfillment center here. It's for wishes.
You know what's funny? I
it's like it's just crickets.
have a really hard time even thinking about going to Las Vegas.
Oh man, it's
Seems like a lot.
course, we're going to be doing a lovely
Residency
Q&A
there.
We're going to change the landscape. We're going to change it up, fellas. Once the Lawrence brothers take a hold of Vegas.
We're actually going to be right outside of Vegas. A little place called Whiskey Pete's. We didn't quite
if you're driving down to
make
Vegas,
the strip.
stop
were
on
so
by.
About 35 minutes after Prim.
We were
Whiskey
so
Pete's.
close. We were so close. We were.
we just couldn't finish the drive.
Guys, we just got a new
Ran out of gas,
residency.
but this place is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. This will be our new home. It's that is funny, dude. Whiskey Pete's. You drive by that all the time, and wow.
Yeah.
Andy and I have quite a story about Whiskey
Yeah,
Pete's.
one of our
Their
friends,
slogan is "What happens at Whiskey Pete's stays at Whiskey Pete's."
along with all the dead bodies that are buried behind the place.
Yeah. Oh boy, a lot of whiskey, a lot of guys.
Lot of
named
Pete.
lot of Pete. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a story about Whiskey Pete's?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I mean, there's a lot of stories that happened
We had a buddy.
to and from Vegas.
Well, look. Here's the deal. There's a lot of stories. This is a podcast, so we don't talk about stories.
Nope.
We had
Okay? We only talk about public service announcements. So that's it.
we had a buddy.
Milk does
We
a
had
body
buddy
good.
Who
Huh?
decided
You had a body.
a body?
Oh my
that we
God.
need to get rid of.
guys.
So we
please,
drove out of LA.
Please. This is not that. Guys, this is going out live.
So we
don't talk
drove
about
outside
bodies.
LA into Whiskey Pete's as soon as possible.
Guys, what are you doing?
you ever have a body to dispose of? Let me tell you, hit the
No,
road, go to the
not
desert.
a body, a buddy.
Oh, even worse.
Who
He was a
decided
friend.
that he was the oldest of the crew,
Okay.
and he decided to keep up with us. He was
No,
just
he
going
didn't. No, he didn't decide to keep up with us. He decided to completely wipe the floor clean with us, and
true.
just committed himself to a blackjack table for literally 72 hours.
He
No, he did
lived
not.
on,
I don't think
he
he's-
didn't eat.
Yep.
He lived on
No, he
vodka and Red
Yep.
Bull.
No, he did not.
He came up to the room purely for restroom breaks and
Yep.
and to maybe like smoke a cigarette
That
because
was it.
smoking was cool back then. You
Yep.
could still
That
smoke.
was
Wow.
it. That was it.
Yeah,
Anyway, so on the ride home,
he did.
72
he starts
hours?
having palpitations.
Heart palpitations.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Swear to God.
We're in a minivan on the five.
so I floor it in a minivan.
Did it have wood on the side?
Probably it was marooned with wood.
Burgundy.
All minivans were
I don't
burgundy
know.
with maroon.
So I'm flooring it, and he decides he's not going to make it.
all mini.
He's not going to make it. He's not going to live.
burgundy maroon with wood.
I love that, Joe.
He
You said
calls
it so
his
matter
mother.
of factly. All minivans
I'm not
are
about to tell the
burgundy
story
with
today.
wood.
We'll just put this one on ice.
It's a fine
And if
maple.
they're not burgundy, they're maroon,
maroon.
which is a form of burgundy.
yeah.
What a weird. I mean, I don't want to go down a tangent here, but what color do you have? Burgundy, and or AKA maroon.
With a fine wood maple finish over gray cloth interior. That was like every minivan for some reason.
It was
Gray cloth interior, maroon with like a light
Wood.
maple.
Yeah, like maple wood siding.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Matt. Good. It's like a
It's
good
okay.
deck. Like a good deck.
Those and hatchbacks were all maroon
Oh yeah, they were.
and burgundy
Yeah. Anyway.
and green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was like a green hatchback
Mhm.
with wood on the
Yeah.
side.
There was.
Mhm.
All right. So Matt, you were saying he's having heart palpitations.
Actually, I think
So-
minivans and hatchbacks were available in all primary colors.
They were. We had a cream one, like a weird. We had a white one with wood.
Matt, you were saying?
So he started to have heart palpitations.
Oh yeah,
And-
he had a heart
He
attack.
decided he wasn't going to make it.
So you
He called
you
his mom.
opened the door and threw him out at Whiskey
No,
Pete's.
no,
dug a
we
ditch.
got him airlifted from Whiskey Pete's.
No, we didn't. We almost
my
got him
God.
airlifted.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then he realized he was fine.
Yeah. So
Oh.
he did say,
Wow.
"Call my mom."
what a
So he
story.
called his
Call
mom.
my mom,
He said, "Mom, I
and he-
can't see anything."
He said goodbye to his
And he
mom.
said goodbye to his
in
mom.
the back of the minivan while
while
we're.
I'm going 100, and, like literally flooring
This
it.
is true. Pulling into Whiskey
Full
Pete's,
revved.
and then he died.
No,
What?
No, I'm
he
sorry.
didn't die.
Then we buried
No,
the
but
body.
then-
Now you're back on the body again.
They almost airlifted.
we
him.
panicked.
No, so we did take him, and there's like one doctor that works in the back of Whiskey Pete's in this
Really?
cubby of a
and
hospital.
he went like this with the
yeah,
this
and he
stethoscope.
was like,
Somebody goes,
he's like, we might need.
"We're gonna need to airlift
Yeah, we
this
need to get
man
him.
out of
Yeah,
here."
he was like,
No,
we're
he
not,
did
yeah.
not.
And then they gave him an IV, and they gave him something, and then like watched him for a couple hours, and then eventually were like, the
came
chopper
back.
can't make it, so we're good to go. And they released him, and we drove him back, and he ended up making it.
What do you have? Alcohol poisoning?
Yeah.
It's a
Red Bull
weird,
poisoning.
It's a
Red Bull
weird,
poisoning.
disjointed story,
Yeah.
guys.
Mhm,
But you go, we didn't have to airlift him because he died. Oh my God,
No.
guys, that's a terrible story.
Well, at that point, it was what happens in Vegas stays in
And
Vegas.
they
So
didn't-
we never told it to
And
anybody.
they didn't have a chopper
Till now.
so it was a hot air balloon. It took too long. By the time they got him there, he didn't make it.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
I've actually never been. in a hot
They're
air balloon.
actually awesome.
Well, yes, I know they are.
But you know, there's no real way to. I mean, at least in my
they gas
experience.
out though. They gas
Well,
out.
my experience with hot air balloons is they don't land; they
No.
crash.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as like a smooth. At least in the two hot air balloons that I've been in,
They
both they
plunk
just
down?
fall over. Like when you're like, hold on, we're gonna land now.
Actually, that does.
and you
sort
just
of
go
ring true.
and like have to hold on.
The one hot air balloon I was in, we landed in a tree.
Yeah, so I don't think they
really?
land. They
By
crash.
accident. In front of somebody's house.
What?
It's on the news.
People are looking, they're in the pool, and they're looking out, and
Come
it's
on.
hot air balloon. And we're just
on.
like,
Come on, dude.
how you doing? No, we didn't actually crash, but I'm not kidding. The guy was freaking out. We got within about 10 feet of the ground, and he was able to somehow get us back up. But we were right.
And we
front of
landed in somebody's
house.
pool. Wait,
Right,
no, we didn't.
Right.
I mean, right in front of somebody's house.
Yep.
And they were all staring.
We
at
took
us.
out a burgundy minivan too.
Oh, come
I
on.
swear to
yeah,
God. No, I'm not lying. This is the truth.
It's true. It's true, and you're not going to believe this. We landed on the body we buried.
Yep.
Now, here's
At
what's
Whiskey
crazy.
Pete's.
Here's what's crazy.
We left from Santa Monica, landed
Right.
at Whiskey Pete's.
But here's what's
It's a hell of
crazy.
a journey.
He wasn't dead. He rose from the dirt. You buried him. We tried to bury him, but he wasn't dead. So we drove him home and gave him
Turned
back
out-
to his mom.
72 hours of gambling, he was just sleepy. he was catching up on some disease.
We're gonna miss you, man.
Yeah.
You're burying this guy. He just passed. Look at him. He looks so peaceful.
He's just sleeping.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's the best, dude. That's the best. Well, look, you guys were.
But he was committed. He was committed
I was
to,
gonna
to
say
gambling
you committed him,
and
yeah,
drinking.
and then you committed
And
him.
we committed to saving
the
his life.
hospital.
And then exactly.
We committed him, but it wasn't a hospital.
That's where Matt met him.
I met him.
Hospital. You took him to the hospital, but
That's
it was
where
a
Matt met
mental
him.
hospital, and you dropped him off, and we didn't see him again for 3 years.
They locked him up. Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
He doesn't remember anything.
He's so stupid.
Look at this guy. He's a blubbering idiot.
What have you done to him? He scrambled his brains.
Oh, God. Guys, that is so funny,
Give him a
guys.
lobotomy.
That is... For Red Bull poisoning? What kind of hospital is this?
You ruined this man's life. I'm crying.
Oh,
God,
Why are we laughing? That's the worst thing ever.
Poor guy.
Didn't stand a chance.
I'm literally crying. Well, that's the worst thing ever. That is literally the worst thing ever.
Wish fulfillment. Wait, what is Vegas?
This is where magic...
Wishes happen.
Yeah, this is
Wishes
where, yeah,
come true.
wishes come true. Yeah.
My life was never the same after that.
That is so funny. Oh, my gosh, that's
God.
so funny.
I just
Oh.
don't you take him to the wrong kind of hospital.
Yeah, it's a mental one.
They
I love
commit
it.
him, ruin his life. See him 3 years later.
They told us to come back in 3 hours? No,
He's-
3 years.
He's sitting on a park bench, just staring, drooling.
Those like scars all over his Hey, buddy. Why is this funny to us?
I don't know.
I think nobody else is laughing. I don't think anybody else finds this
The
interesting.
good news is we have one listener left.
I think they all think we're not good
The
people.
only listener we have
His
left is
scalp-
this guy.
his-
Is this guy? 'Cause
His
he doesn't have
scalp
the
looks like
ability.
a quilt. It's been crocheted or something.
Wow, buddy.
Looking good, man. Looking good after all these years.
3 years. Terrible. Oh gosh, no. But you know what? Honestly, all kidding aside, it's a good thing he had you guys there, and you were committed to him as a friend. Otherwise, I mean, seriously, like Red Bull and vodka for 72 straight hours.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Did he win anything at the tables?
Well, he won a lot and then lost everything.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he was
Wow,
up quite a
what
bit.
a
though.
what a strange Vegas story.
Quite a
I
bit
know.
he was up.
Really?
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's quite a bit? Like thousands?
Oh yes.
Really?
Many
More than
thousands. Yeah, many thousands.
Wow.
Large
Well,
high thousands figures.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I know.
You know the first time I went to Vegas, I was there for my 21st birthday, right? Went with Dave and Steve.
I was there too.
No, you were not there. Not the first time. I did take you, but not when that dude. You would have been
Yeah,
11.
You didn't go on that one.
I was.
I didn't take you, please.
Your
I didn't
21st,
take
I was
you.
there.
21st, you were
Andy,
mine.
I did not take you.
I
You
was-
would have been 11.
I think I was there.
No, you were there in spirit. You were
You
not
weren't at
there.
his 21st.
One was,
Andy, you were still dressing up as Batman. That would have been weird.
It would have been
Allow
killer.
me to cook this meat with my eyes.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing that, Andy.
Say I was a member of Circus LA or something.
Yeah. No. We sent you to Circus. You played with the.
That's what it was.
With the clowns. No, but anyway.
So I was there for Matt's 21st.
Yes.
You were there for mine.
Yes.
That's when I won all that money and then went
but
to
wait,
collect it.
But
They
how about
wouldn't
this?
let
Hold
me.
on a second. Wait a second. So I walked into the casino, right? And I'd never been. Like I said, I wasn't. Like we had talked about on a previous episode. I had never been to a club. I didn't. So
You were
this
committed
was-
to being a good
Yeah.
child.
I was committed to being a good child, right?
Good,
To being a
good
good
boy.
older brother, to being a good example. I was committed to a lot of things. To a long-term deal with a lot of networks. I was committed to a lot of things. But no, And I walk in, and I swear to God, the first thing back then, this was in 1997. So I could you could still put coins. It wasn't like the digital tokens, right? So you could still actually put a quarter in the slot machine. Now it's all, they have tokens you do that with. You don't actually put coins in there anymore.
No, I think there's still some slots.
Are there still actually some coin slot machines?
Sure.
We're gonna have to
Probably at the
verify
airport.
that. Maybe at the airport. I don't know. I know a lot of it's been transferred over now to actual just tokens. It's all plastic.
It's all digital now.
You go redeem
Everything's
money, digital,
going.
right?
Just
Everything's
crypto.
going.
Oh God, yeah, it's non-fungible tokens now. So we walk into the casino, and Dave goes, "Dude, we're not playing the slots." I'm like, "Come on, it's my first time in Vegas. I got 50 cents burning a hole in my pocket. I just want to put it in the slot machine." He goes, "All right." So I got Rick, Steve, Dave. Okay, and that was the whole Margie trip when Rick got blinded by margaritas. and
I
ended
wasn't
up-
even there.
No, you weren't because you weren't 21 either.
Panay?
Panay was there.
Wow.
Yes.
Panay!
Yes. Our boy Andrew Panay, shout out. Anyway,
I've heard stories. This
yeah.
trip was legendary.
It was legendary.
Especially for an 11-year-old. I've heard
you were
stories.
not there, but yes, it was legendary. Yes. So at
No,
any
I
rate,
wasn't there. It
so just long and short of it, I'm like, before we check in, and this is back in the day, so everybody was like freaking out that we were there.
When you still
that
checked in
that
to hotels.
we still did check in. Everyone was freaking out as we were walking through the casino. It was pretty, it was crazy times back in then. And I took the 50 cents, and they were like, "All right, go ahead, Joey." They treat me like because I was the youngest, and I put the 50 cents in, one pull. $2,000.
No
Yes,
way.
I did. Yes, I did. I paid for dinner for the entire weekend for everybody off that.
Oh my gosh.
One pull. And I didn't gamble the rest of the weekend. We went out, we danced, went to clubs and stuff like that. I think we played like 2 rounds of blackjack because I wasn't a big card player. But literally, yes, 50 cents. I won $2,000. My first pull at a slot machine. I've never pulled another slot machine.
Yeah,
ever.
you're never going to do that
Never,
again.
never. And isn't that crazy?
Why do?
I know. So anyway, that was my.
What if you're like, and $2.5 million later, I'm down.
Really? I have lost it all.
I think that's just a really bad problem, Joe.
No.
Got the bug. First pull, Vegas.
No, guys. Look, it's all going to turn around.
Chasing it ever since.
That's what happens. You can go down $2.5 million, and then
And then one pull, you could be up $2 million.
that's not true.
No,
Joe.
you're still down 0.5 million.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that was my Vegas story. Isn't that
That is cool.
Isn't that crazy? But that was a legendary trip. But yeah. Anyway, those guys were all committed to me that weekend. It was a commitment weekend. It was really cool having those guys there. You get a group of friends like that are.
You could be committed
so
to all
bonded.
sorts of stuff, right? You could be committed to friends or yourself or your career.
Yeah.
What's
We
the
have to
biggest
be-
commitment you've ever taken on?
Kids,
I was going to say his children.
children.
What's the biggest commitment you've ever taken on?
For me, it's my children.
Yeah, he's got us beat.
I know.
Ha! I got you guys beat. Yeah, I got kids.
Yeah, did we talk about this already? Where I don't know if we did.
That was odd.
There's little creatures in here.
What was
Yes.
that? Sounded like somebody dropped a little
Oh, my
bell.
nature friend.
A little bell or something.
Yeah,
In the studio.
So,
This is,
oh yeah, I don't know. Did we talk
the
about
whole
this?
ceiling falls
Where
in.
a lot of do we talk about this? Where corporations won't hire guys as much. They'll hire a guy with kids over
Yes,
a dozen.
yes, you were telling us that.
Oh man.
God,
Yeah,
we've
it's
already
crazy.
talked
It's
about
crazy.
this.
Yeah, well, it's
amazing.
true though, dude. Because of that, what you just said right there. What's the biggest commitment you ever made in your life? My kids, hands down.
Well,
Of
for
course.
Well, for sure, because not only is it a commitment that you make, but it's a commitment that you're beholden to. It's that it's forever. I mean, it's for the rest of your life,
Mhm.
no
Oh, yes.
matter what.
Never ends.
Look, ideally, you go into marriage, you want that to be the biggest commitment, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I know that well. I know you know that, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
kids,
It really is an unfortunate thing, man. No matter whether it's
I said,
right
I
or
said
wrong.
unfortunately.
No, I know. And
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah,
it is very unfortunate.
No,
One
it
thing
is.
I learned is whether it's right or wrong, when you make commitments at that level, like I said, whether it's the right thing, whether it's the right outcome,
To not be together, it's still really tough.
Difficult. For some
and
reason. It's
and
just-
you still
just
feel
difficult.
terrible about it.
Yeah,
you still
do.
feel
You
terrible
don't
about
feel
it
right.
because you really did go into it with the intentions that it was going to be something different.
Of
So
course.
at any rate, but kids, it's not like that. Kids are forever. Kids are for the rest of your life. That's
Yeah.
it, no matter what. And you take it with such gravitas that it's a commitment that like holds real heavy because
Mhm.
it's you have to create an environment for these young people to thrive, hopefully, and to become successful people in their own right and to be healthy, like mentally and emotionally, and it's a lot.
I'm sure.
So that is by far the biggest commitment that I've ever undertaken for sure, and continue to take it every day.
What about you?
Shmi,
Yeah, I don't know.
you're Frenchie. Wow.
Yeah, I
Andy.
don't know. Way to contribute.
Wow, you don't know?
No.
What are you, man? Isn't
I'm
he
just
dead?
coasting
I'm just
through
me,
life,
man.
Isn't he dead?
Just riding the wave.
Yeah,
Oh,
coasting
God.
through life.
I don't know. I'm committed to lots of things. Every day, make small little commitments.
You're committed to lots of things.
Yeah.
Like what?
I mean, you're going to just make fun of me for saying all of it, but, committed to a healthy lifestyle.
Mm,
Committed to my dog, Shmi.
perfect.
My job. Got movies to deliver. Committed to that.
Perfect.
Perfect. What are you looking over there on Instagram?
I have a haircut tomorrow.
What?
I have a haircut. I just got an alert. I got a little trim up tomorrow with my.
You need
my
it. It's
hair-
really
with my
growing
hair
out
measure.
there.
I don't like it when it gets out of control.
I mean, like,
you gotta get
out of
I don't like it.
control?
It's out of control.
you
bro.
couldn't make your hair out of control if you tried.
I
It's
absolutely
just
couldn't make it
happening.
out of
No, even if a strong
Yeah.
wind came through here,
The
nothing would
strong
really-
wind.
Now he would have trouble with the wind.
Oh God.
Can you imagine filming a scene really
Oh my
windy?
God. Oh my God.
I have very long, out of control hair right
Everyone knows it's
Anybody that's
windy.
You can't see us.
What's that from?
Dun,
The song?
dun, 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 city. Everyone knows it's windy.
Yeah.
I have no voice. I didn't sleep last night, and I have this. I get this little like post nasal drip when I don't sleep. Then I don't have a voice.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I had a great
Yeah.
voice yesterday. Today it's not so great, but it'll be back. I'll just get another a night's sleep at some point. Coming.
Nobody asked me what I'm committed to.
What?
His animals,
Ah, yes.
You just answered for me.
It is.
his lizards,
It is his
turtles?
lizards. His lizards.
and
Yes,
his,
that's
and,
a very big commitment.
and gut loading his bugs to feed
Yes.
his lizards.
That's also another big commitment.
Yes.
But what really I'm committed to is trying to improve upon the previous day. I'm
okay.
trying to have a little bit of momentum
Wow.
every day.
That's actually
Could
really
be a
cool.
tiniest little bit. But as long as I can look back at the end of the day and say, I got a tiny bit more out of this day than I did before, I feel like I can go to sleep and have a good day. Seriously committed to that right now.
Kind of halfway through that, and by the way, that's perfect sentiment, by the way, and I love that. But halfway through it, when you were speaking of it, all I, for some reason, heard was, it was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. He said, yeah, he went into this voice. He was like, well, what I'm committed to is trying to be a little better every day.
I did that on purpose. I'm
Yeah.
glad you picked up
And
on
Mom and her thistle and I cat had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
that. Yeah.
And up on the roof, there arose such a clatter. I sprang to my feet. Wow, Matt, that is a. So commitment is what I try to work on every
Mhm.
day. Like Anthony Hopkins,
Mhm.
sort of ish,
Mhm.
or the
David
guy who
Attenborough of podcast.
David Attenborough.
Oh, you know what
yes.
another thing I'm committed to lately?
Oh no.
No, we don't.
My internal, my
My
interturtle.
interturtle?
My inturtle.
What is
What?
that?
I have an
See, this
inturtle.
is why I speak like this,
I let
so that I can make sure my words come out.
my inturtle.
appropriately.
It's a turtle that I let go somewhere.
My
inside me.
internal conversation.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes, your internal conversations with yourself.
I'm committed to not.
Just showing myself some respect.
Yes, I'm committed. Well, no, respect actually comes from being committed to improvements on yourself every little bit of day and to your word. This is a big one.
Oh, dude, got to be committed.
Bringing
to
us
your word.
back to it. If you
Got to
keep
be committed
having
to your word.
You
all
absolutely
of
have to
those
be.
Because
internal conversations.
Here's the thing.
We
Here's
will
the thing.
commit you.
People don't realize this. You throw a little lie out there. Maybe it's for the greater good. Fine.
I don't do that.
It's not going to hurt anybody.
No.
Except you.
White lies,
Except
little fibs,
you.
no good.
Except you.
Right.
I don't do
right,
that.
right.
Your word loses weight to
No, I'm
you.
not at the mall.
And that's a big problem.
I'm not
Big,
buying
big, big
anything at the
problem.
mall.
Who even goes to malls anymore?
You do. I called you the other day. You're like, I'm at the mall again.
Committed to that.
I met you at the mall
I
to
know,
return
I know, and I know
something
we need to
for
return.
you.
Yeah, well, I couldn't help it. I hated it. Why'd you buy it for
I
me?
feel like Bane for you.
Yeah. Well, we went to the mall. No, actually, you're onto something, dude. Because that's exactly right. Being committed to yourself, being committed to your word, being committed to.
He's on to this. I said all this stuff.
You didn't say.
I said
anything.
myself, my career, everything.
your
And you were just
career.
listing the
My
little.
dog.
Yeah, you're just listening again. You're reading it. You're
No,
reading it off.
I'm
the cue.
not.
Andy, you make cue cards for yourself.
I don't.
Lovers.
He got to his
I just want
palm.
you guys to
He's
know,
got it all
lovers.
written there.
He's got cue cards everywhere. He's got notes everywhere.
I
He's
don't.
got it in between his fingers. He's got them on the
I
backs
have
of
a
his
contact.
eyelids. Right.
You just pull it up a little bit. And
Oh, you just glass over because that's when you're reading. You're like, no, Joe, I'm committed to myself, my career. Andy, you're reading it. Come on, no, I'm not. You have Google lenses.
no, he's just looking like just past, and you're like, Why is he looking just past me
Right.
back and there's the list
Yeah, this huge
on the wall back
prompter.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Or he does the old Brando story. He just put it on you. You just don't know it. He stuck it to you. You know, he's Brando.
Wow, this
so it was said.
cue card bit is really
No, you know what is funny though? I did do a
what a
podcast
shtick, you
once.
guys.
I've only done a few podcasts, by the way, outside
Okay.
of this. I did do one
Wow,
Okay.
that was
you're a veteran.
it really kind of
An old
threw me.
Veteran
Speaking of the, because you know there's a
podcasting.
teleprompt app.
Really?
This person
No.
supposed to be a live banter. They have the cell phone and it's prompting them for almost everything they were saying. And I'm like,
Wow.
how this is gonna come off really bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Why
It's
don't
not
we
gonna
have
come
that?
off authentic. At
I think
all.
our staff has let us down. We don't have any teleprompters.
It was terrible. Anyway, it was a terrible interview. It was obvious that this person was reading. It wasn't good.
Right. Well, you know, it's been great working with you guys, and it's been so wonderful sharing this space with you in our Brotherly Love podcast studio. Joe, you're reading. Look, I know I can't stand them. It has been a tough journey, though, from the small childhood town of Abington, Philadelphia. Good.
And on the flip side, the worst I've ever felt is breaking commitments.
Yeah, it sucks.
The worst.
That's what we're talking about. It's really
I
tough
hate
to do
it.
that. I know.
I hate
know.
doing that.
I know.
Joe broke a commitment to me when I was 7. We were supposed to have a sleepover. He stood me up for
I
Jennifer
did.
Love Hewitt.
I did. Wow, thank you. That's
Really?
lovely.
Is that
Yeah.
a true story?
Yeah.
I can't verify that. I don't.
Actually,
I
that's
don't-
funny because we were
Wait a
supposed to
minute,
be
Joe
playing
stood
video
you.
games, and I'm knocking on his door, and then Kim Kardashian answers the door.
You guys, okay, now we're going down
And I
some
was-
rabbit hole.
I was pissed for
Guys.
about 0.5 seconds because then I was just talking to Kim, and I was like, "Oh, this is great."
Guys.
Actually, Joe, could you leave us? I know this is your date, but
no, actually, I think she asked that.
Yeah,
but that's
yeah. Leave. I'd like to talk to your brother now. What? What the hell?
I think that has happened.
Yeah, it has happened. Thanks, buddy. That actually,
Good times.
oh yeah, they were good. They were good.
But that is actually the only time that Joe's ever
You ever get
stood
tired
me
of
up.
me? Perhaps you'd like my brother. Oh, yeah, what a weirdo. Yeah, that I.
Well, sometimes we call on each other.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Andy,
I gotta go to the mall.
your presence is needed.
Take care of this one.
Your presence is needed. Your presence is needed.
Joe is so weird.
Oh, I've got a other commitment.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Previous
a
engagement.
previous commitment. Everything's just commitment. Yeah. Well, look, guys. You know, it is important to stay committed to things.
Actually,
Honestly,
I'm sorry. This is kind
we
of.
have
It
to-
seems like it's been like, oh, I'm gonna pull this out of the hat for the podcast. No, but this is true. I actually totally forgot to tell
What?
you. A friend of mine ran into Kim, and she said to say hello.
Ah,
Totally forgot.
thank you.
But yes, she did.
Fantastic.
And now we're going to be speaking with.
Kanye.
Oh my God. I hope she's happy.
I wish he would call in. That would be the greatest
my
call
God.
ever.
Would it be though?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I know. What would you guys say?
We're just cool it.
I would
Cool
say
it. That's
no.
another
I
sort
would
of
say.
statement.
I would say.
What would be a question?
Question? What are you thinking?
Okay. What are you thinking? That's good.
I don't think a question for him.
Yeah. What would be your first question?
Are you going to repair your relationship with Balenciaga?
How are you? No.
That's what I'll ask him.
No. He never stopped his relationship with Balenciaga. That was the problem.
You never did?
No. He wore their clothes and was like, "I'm still with the Balenciaga family."
Okay.
No. I think what I might ask him.
Strange family to be a part of.
I think what I might ask him is how he was holding up with the doors all being closed on him. Whether he's right or wrong, I just would like to know how he's holding up because he seems like he deals with quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of person that first jumps on people and says this and that. I know what he's
you would
saying.
say first, mentally, how are you, Kanye?
Well,
And
that's. I was actually going to
yeah.
just say, like,
how you
How
feeling,
are you?
buddy?
how are you?
Is it everything
Yeah,
okay?
are you okay?
How's everything going?
You know,
Yeah,
And then I
how's
would,
everything
Going
and
through
then I would
clearly
say, what color do you
quite a
see
bit
when
right
I
now.
say Pete Davidson? Red? Blurred vision? It's so terrible. Well, listen, everybody goes through shit. You know what I mean?
And everybody go through Pete Davidson.
and everybody's apparently has been with Pete Davidson. So
Yeah.
but you know, like I get it. It sucks. I would.
It
That
does.
it's nothing. It's never going to be easy as a man in any situation
No.
to have a family, you know, shattered and then have your significant other.
He
move
also
on.
struggles with
True.
a mental illness
Yep.
that is rough. I have friends who are bipolar. It is not easy, and it's exactly what we're seeing played out.
But
So
we're
I think
talking about him, so
people
you
need
know.
to. Well, honestly, I think that was the point of it. I don't think he realized how hurtful it would be to everybody because when he posted this symbol, which we all understand, it's
Horrific.
horrific symbol,
Yeah.
and then posted at the end, I'm the type of person who can love everybody. I think he was trying to get attention with that, with the message of everybody's allowed in my camp, and he unfortunately missed the fact that doing something
the
like
weight
that,
of that symbol and how it affects so many.
is unfortunately you're not going to have a good outcome. The outcome you wanted is not what you're going to get on
I
that.
totally agree.
That was just hurtful.
I totally agree. Well, all right. Well, guys, listen, I thank you for that lovely conversation. We have to move on now to something a little bit more fun.
Oh boy, here we go again.
My favorite part
no,
of the show.
Stop saying this. I've heard this every week. I can't hear it anymore.
Out of the show. We're going to be talking to a guest who's calling in, and we always like to hear about family dynamics as we talk about. Well, you guys get to see a lot of family dynamics here on this podcast, and they're going to enjoy this guy, Johnny, who has a fun story to share.
Johnny? He said,
"Smile in a special way. Who's Johnny?" They said, "You know I love you." All right, Johnny, that is a song, by the way, from DeBarge, and it was a soundtrack song for
Great.
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Was it Short Circuit? I
Johnny
love
Five
that
is
movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
Great movie.
A great movie for kids.
If you haven't seen it,
if you haven't seen Short Circuit,
check it out.
Check it out. It's great. Short Circuit, fabulous 80s movie.
DeBarge.
Oh my gosh, DeBarge was killer. Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night.
Oh.
Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night.
Dance until the morning light.
Forget about the worries on your mind.
You can leave them all behind.
Oh,
I feel like when you say feel the what did you say?
feel the beat of the rhythm of
It
the
sounds
night.
like a Wind Talker code or something.
Yeah,
You
feel the
could
beat. But that's what he
win
said.
wars
Beat
with
of the
that.
rhythm of the night.
That's how he sings it, dude.
Feel the rhythm of the- I can't even speak that
I'm
phrase.
such an idiot.
That
Anyway,
frass?
moving on
You
to
can't
Johnny.
speak, period.
There he is, everybody. Johnny, he's got a story to tell us, and we want to hear it. Johnny, how's it going, man? Checking in with you, brother.
It's going good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the musical introduction. I actually am a pretty big DeBarge fan. Despite my age. I appreciate it.
Score! Yes!
Cool, man. I
Way
like
to
it.
go, dude. Oh, my gosh. The heart is not so smart. No, don't tell me, girl. The heart is not so smart. That's another DeBarge
I
song.
don't know that.
Yeah,
Well, okay, how about...
deep tracks with the
How about-
bars.
no, that's not-
We're
it's
gonna
a big hit.
we're gonna get deep tracks
That's
now,
a big hit. How
Johnny.
about who's holding down and now and
Oh.
I keep wondering who's out. She's knocking around. Anyway, we got DeBarge all day for you, Johnny.
Wait, is that song about Donna?
It's a girl.
Yeah, I
Donna.
love it.
My
I love
mom's
Great
name
song.
is. I like that song too, but I remember I heard that my mom's name is Donna, and it always confused me
You
why
remember
this guy
Dad
was
would always
singing
sing that.
Yes.
Dad would sing
Oh,
that when that song
yeah,
came on. 'Cause
yeah.
Our mom's name is Donna. So anyway,
Tell us about you, man.
yes, enough
Okay,
about DeBarge
sweet.
and us. It's about you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm 21 years old. I'm from upstate New York. I have
Cool.
4 older sisters. I'm definitely the baby of the family.
wow.
They're all honestly around your age. So
Okay.
yeah, they're big fans of you guys, and
Cool.
I'm a big fan of you guys as well, honestly.
Cool,
so
man.
appreciate
Thanks,
you
man.
having me
Awesome,
on.
brother.
Now, did your sisters?
Yeah,
Did
of
you
course.
did you find out about us through your sisters?
Yeah, definitely.
We got to thank those lovely
one
ladies.
of my favorite movies ever is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hey!
Yeah,
Cool, man.
yeah, definitely I will.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was very
One
good.
of them's honestly, one of them's probably out here listening by the door. To be honest,
Okay,
she's
cool,
pretty
man.
excited about it.
Very
That's
cool.
so cool. Tell us, you said that like you have like ongoing jokes with your sisters, because we always obviously, and we've talked in episodes previously, but you know about how comedy, we always try to relate through that, right? We grew up, everything's a joke. We try to find those moments, even when times are tough or when we're arguing. If somebody can break the argument with a joke, it all the tension goes away, and you just end up being able to just resolve whatever is going on, or you move on. And what you remember about it is the joke you made. You don't even remember kind of like what you were fighting about. You know what I mean? So anyway,
100%, yeah. We've been through some tough times, as all siblings have. We lost our mom at a pretty young age, and one of the ways that we got through that was just kind of coping with humor and stuff. We would always make videos and stuff. One of our favorite scenes ever is when in Mrs. Doubtfire, when the lemon gets thrown at the
Yes,
at
the
the back
run
of the
by
house.
fruit and
Drive-by food.
We spent
was it?
hours.
drive-by fruit.
Yeah. We spent hours like recreating that scene alone,
Cool,
and that is
man.
like a very special memory that we share, and just a bunch of little stuff like that, just picking out the little things and enjoying it, and
Cool, man. Well, I'll give you a little inside story on that scene because I happened to be there when it was being shot.
Yeah,
And,
please.
So that was not a part of the script at all. Robin and the director wanted something in there to kind of be a bit of a bigger gag to kind of, open this scene up by the pool. So Robin was at, I think it was like the craft service table, and he grabbed a bunch of fruit and he was like, I'm going to do something with this fruit. Nobody knew what was going to happen. And I'm not kidding. The first take was that one. He beamed him, hit him. Now, we did takes after that, missed. So that was the first take, and nobody knew what Robin was going to say. And that line he delivered after with the drive-by fruiting, that line almost was not going to be able to be used because every single 150 people, the crew on the offside of the camera on that, just absolutely broke down laughing and could not control themselves. And we had to actually take a 10-minute break afterwards because nobody could get back to work. We were all still just like crying, just tears rolling down our face. And that's kind of the way he was, man. I wish and I want, and I've always said this, I would love for the studio that has all that footage, all that film, because, Robin would do like 20 or 30 takes on everything, and they were all different. And some of them were even funnier than the bits that made it in the movie, but I'm not kidding. In those days, you couldn't, if the crew broke, you couldn't use the take. And the crew were just breaking. The camera guys were dropping cameras because of him. So I would love for them to get that footage and make a B-roll from the outtakes in that movie about Robin, because, man,
I can't believe that they haven't done that.
There is an epic wealth of entertainment on those film reels that have never been seen, and I wish they would do it, because they were going to make a sequel, And then, unfortunately, he passed away. So now I feel like as an homage, they should put all that footage out there for everybody. I want to see it. I know I'm sure your family would love to see it, So, but anyway, that was a little behind the scenes
100%.
There on that film.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So you guys. Do
yeah, I appreciate that. Like I said, that's one of my favorite.
It's great, man. I'm so happy to hear that. It's one of mine too, honestly. I just feel blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah. So you guys do skits and things like that? You were saying you and your family, you guys do like skits and things, and then you recall on these skits. Is that sort of your thing?
Yeah, we have a bunch of videos that we've made throughout the years that we always reference and stuff. Even if we haven't seen them in years, some get lost on who knows whose phone and stuff like that. Even if we haven't seen them, we always reference them, and we always, know what we're talking about. And yeah, so cool, we love them.
We do the same thing. Same stuff, man. Andy started making movies when he was like a young kid, and of course he would cast his two brothers in the movies. And
they had to be good, so they had to put us in.
They were the only actors I could get. They were literally the only actors that would work with me when I was 7 years old, trying to create cinema. But we have a treasure trove of home videos that
Truth Can Kill.
Some of them would be really fun to revisit and watch. Some of them would be career-ending, and I hope never resurface. But
the Truth Can Kill Part 1 and 2 were pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some pretty wild.
Yeah, I bet you could pull some stuff from them.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? I want to do it. I want to buy these. This was like before the phone day, and I was such a young kid doing this that they're all on like mini DV tapes. So I have to buy one of those machines that can convert mini DV to digital. I would take it to a service, but honestly, I don't know what's on. Nothing. I mean, there's nothing we were just kids, but I don't know what's on these tapes, so I'm slightly concerned giving them to some stranger saying, here's, all my home videos from the for a decade, all these like personal moments. I'm not sure I can take the chance of somebody, seeing them. I don't know.
Or just even taking
them or stealing them or whatever. But I really do want to convert these videos and digitize them before they're gone and lost.
And
forever.
Hey, if you come across any of yours, we'd love for you to send them our way.
Yes.
Yeah, we'd love to see some.
Because we always get a crack out of that.
If you have like a favorite
Definitely.
short or something or skit that you guys filmed or whatever, something that you guys always, and is readily available, we'd love to see.
Yeah, put it on social, tag us. We'd love to see it, man.
All right.
Or even just DM or
you can
definitely. I'll do some digging, see what I can find.
Next time you got to bring your sisters along too.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do some. Definitely. I have one here. If can she?
Yeah,
come
tell her to come say hello. Of course.
Her name's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth. How you doing?
I just want to say hi. I love you guys.
Aw.
Matt, you've been a crush since Mrs. Doubtfire, and I'm so happy my brother got to chat with you.
Yeah, we are too. We've been happy to have him on. And it's always nice to have you on.
Matt likes his compliments. That's what you can tell her.
I was just being funny. But yes, it's been a pleasure.
Joey said Matt likes his compliments, and they're happy to have me on.
Exactly. There you go.
It was nice meeting you guys.
Great to meet you guys.
Great
We'll be
meeting
looking
you.
forward to seeing some of your skits.
Yeah.
And
send them our way, all right?
hopefully
John?
we'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys.
Be well, guys.
Be well.
Be well.
See you later.
100%. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You got it. You got it.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I do really look forward to seeing those
I
skits.
love skits.
But
like
I will
that.
say, did you see how much more friendly Matt got after he got those compliments from
Yeah,
the sisters?
Matt.
We really love those skits. Make sure you send them our way.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
We
Yes.
love
I love me.
Yeah.
That's who I love.
But it was. But
trying
no.
to be supportive.
No, I get it.
Great.
No, I get it though. It's true. Like that. What he did mention was one of the best.
That's really
Comedy
cool.
scenes of all
Actually,
time.
I'd like to see those outtakes.
I would too.
I do.
I'll tell you what. Matt is certainly committed to that.
He's
long
committed
thumb
to
now.
his long thumb.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'm committed to be able to do stuff around the house like every man should.
Yeah, I'm committed. I'm committed
Plumbing,
to making sure
electrical,
stuff happens around the house.
construction.
When Matt does
Painting.
when Matt patches a wall, I've seen this. He actually doesn't use drywall patch. He'll just take off his sock and then drywall right over it.
What?
Actually, go DIY YouTube it.
I've
You can
pulled
stuff
off-
anything in a wall you want.
I've pulled out toothbrushes.
Yep.
What?
I've pulled out the strangest shit out of
This
patches.
weird pair of thumbs.
Yeah, I'm like, this
I didn't know who
patch-
they were, but he put them in the
this-
wall.
Let me tell you this, okay?
God.
There's
Matt's committed to being bizarre.
hole, right? Okay, and I needed something to.
So
to
he used an
hold
orange, but
this
he
way.
didn't
So if you
realize
put
it was
the
going
toothbrush
to.
in, you put it this way,
Yeah,
and you have
an
a
orange
nail
and
in
a
the middle of it.
toothbrush.
You can pull it and hold it, and you can plaster over it, and it'll hold the back side of the plaster.
He's
And then
no-
when it's dry, you take the screw or the nail out, and your hole's fixed.
Except there's a turkey dinner and a hoagie
You
in
can
the
use
wall.
a toothbrush. You can use a piece of wood. You can use whatever you want in there. Anyway, we love you guys. Thanks for listening to these three numbskulls talk about nothing.
Yes.
And hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you again
It's
next
the show about
time.
nothing. Didn't they say that once? There was a show. I think.
Seinfeld.
Yes.
But now we're comparing ourselves to Seinfeld. Maybe
in
we're
the
overreaching.
podcast world. In the podcast world.
It took him at least a season or two to get off the ground.
Actually, it was the third season.
Yes, that's right. Then they hit their stride. The podcast
Just
about
like-
nothing. All
And on
guys,
that note-
we're out. We're cutting. That's it. See you later. Next time.
Hey guys, the Lawrence Brothers here to thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
That's right, and to watch clips from this pod, go to the Podco YouTube channel at the link in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon now. The link is also in the description.
And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.